How's it going, guys? Welcome to another review show with Borch and myself at the Football Capital. As usual, we're going to be talking terms in regards to this round of the Premier League, a breakdown of a few of the matches, and some standout highlights and some players for us for the week.
Yes, guys. So, if it's your first time here, make sure you click the subscribe button, give us a like, and yeah, Rami, game week 3 of the Premier League. There was some interesting games.
Yes, some quality goals again.
Kicked it off with the newcomers, Wolverhampton Wanderers against the champions, Manchester City, and I think we said that a couple of weeks ago. That game would have been an interesting one to watch,
and it definitely was.
It was.
It didn't disappoint at all. Look, Wolves' talent that we spoke about in the past were on display against City.
Yeah.
Some of the guns that they signed, of course, we call them the Portuguese, I guess, the Wanderers, Portuguese Wanderers, I'd say.
Yeah, 5 Portuguese players on the field that day.
The manager as well. But look, man, I think Wolves came out and they meant business. A big point to prove from a team that's just newly promoted to versus the champions, and not only any champions that dominated the way City did last season.
It's funny because they I think they topped 100 points as well in the championship last year. So both teams were
exactly. So both champions from last season.
Yeah.
But look, if you look at the stats again, City absolutely dominated possession, as you can see on the screen, 71.1% possession. But look, opportunities created. I get City had more shots, but Wolves was a bit more dangerous to me in front of goals.
Yeah, they did, man. They had a few chances. A goal disallowed as well, rightly so. For offside.
It was offside.
We were hoping it went in because we had for our fantasy points.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Yeah, look, they did have a few chances, and look, also did City. I think their keeper made some great saves. The Wolverhampton Wanderers keeper made some great saves.
Yes.
Especially, who was that one from? Was it from Sterling? Was it from Sterling? That top corner, he saved it.
Patricia made a quality save.
Yeah, look, City, Wolverhampton gave them a run for their money in this game.
Yeah, they definitely did, man.
Maybe a 1-1 draw wasn't deserved at the end. Maybe City should have got a penalty. One of I don't think that Guerrero one was. Maybe the one on Silva.
Oh, the Silva's one was a penalty.
You look.
There was clear contact behind the hand on back.
Yeah.
Pushed him to the ground. That's a penalty.
It's a bit. You can go either way.
That's the game, man. That's the game.
But yeah. So City dropped points. I think last year they went 14 games unbeaten, 14 straight wins. And now they're already third game in. They've dropped points. So but I don't think it's a big deal for City. No. Even though they dropped points this early. I think
but you know what? Is it because De Bruyne was missing? Do you reckon?
No, I don't think so. Because last week De Bruyne wasn't there. And
then again, they versus Huddersfield, a team what makes everyone look good.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's De Bruyne because, like you said, look at their bench.
Yeah.
They got all these players to come on, and you don't know who's gonna start. Their depth is that strong. They can rotate every week. They can put in a new squad. And
then we saw Bournemouth hosting Everton.
Yeah.
Look,
2-2 draw there.
A very adventurous game. 2 red cards, penalty, a lot going on there. Richarlison, I think, in my opinion, if you're a professional athlete, professional footballer, silly move.
Yeah.
You don't put your head on another player and move it like you're going to get away with it when there's cameras watching everywhere. There's 3, 4, 5 officials everywhere. To top it off, you've joined a new club. There's big price tags put on you. You've killed it the last 2 weeks. The club and the fans are starting to love you, and then you go and headbutt the player. Now you're out for 2 weeks. You've disadvantaged your team and yourself. It's a silly move in my opinion.
3 weeks. You got 3-week ban.
You got 3-week ban. That's ridiculous.
So 3-week ban there. So,
but look,
could be 4 weeks because of the international break in between. So he's gonna a long time without football for.
And now that form might drop off. Now
drop off. You never
4 weeks with no football is a long time. But look, I don't think it was an issue with them at the start. Walcott came across from
Walcott's doing bits again.
Out wide, brilliant goal across the goal.
2 weeks in a row, banging them in. So you got to give credit to Walcott.
Keane then with another goal. Keeper perhaps should have saved it. I said he should have. I know it's a bit close. It's difficult. And then look,
was it 2-0?
2-0.
And then look, you have to give credit to Bournemouth. I think they came into the game with 2 wins from 2.
Yeah.
And look, they didn't give up in this game. They came back with 2 more goals for themselves and brought the game level.
Arsenal.
Yeah, look,
against West Ham.
Arsenal got their first win of the season under their new manager as well.
After going down 1-0 though.
Yeah, look, I thought the first half, I think they looked a bit shaky, especially in the back. And then Arnautovic exposed their weaknesses, and outside the box takes his chance and bangs one in bottom corner. Maybe Petr Cech would have done better.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think he's dropped off quite a bit in the past few years.
Yeah, he has. But look, to be fair, Arsenal second half they came back into and got the job done.
Definitely
got
did,
the job done. I think it's good. Look, West Ham, they're in trouble. Three games, no wins, and it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back in the next game.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look, possession again in Arsenal's favour. Again, standard Arsenal with more passes completed than the other team. They're a passing team. Yeah, Arsene Wenger is not there now, new manager, but I think it's still their game.
Well, now they've got those new system playing out from the back. You expect even more passing than they used to do.
I enjoy the style of football they're playing now. But look, I think it was an interesting game. Monreal answered back within 5 minutes.
Look, I think last year was one of their best players.
I had him in my fantasy all season.
And this year it looks like he's continuing that trend. You know, he's been playing some good football for him as well. So
a harsh own goal from Diop, and then we saw Welbeck come on. It's I think refreshing for the Arsenal fans to see Welbeck score a goal.
Yeah.
He's had a harsh time at Arsenal, you know, with injuries and whatnot. Coming on, scoring a goal in the 90th minute.
Good finish too.
Finished the game at 3-1. So Arsenal walked over 3 points there. Their first win of the season.
Yeah.
First win under the new manager. First win under everything new. But again, I have to say, the youngster again getting another start, Guendouzi.
Yeah.
Another start.
Look, he's looked good. He's looked fantastic. I think he's one of their best signings this season.
Again, Tier 2 French, I can't get over it.
One of the best signings in the Premier League this season.
Yeah.
A 19-year-old to come in under, you wouldn't say pressure, but if he didn't play well in the first 1 or 2 games, they'll be asking for him to sit on the bench, you know.
Yeah.
But even a lot of the Arsenal fans, they're happy with this youngster. And look, he's looking good.
Another youngster I love from Arsenal has to be Iwobi.
Yeah.
Iwobi looks brilliant.
He's stepped up since last year. Maybe he's got a bit of a boost from the World Cup. He's come in. His form has continued, especially in pre-season as well. So Arsenal doing well. They got a few games that are pretty easy.
They got an easy run now.
Easy run on paper.
But then again, in the Premier League, we know it's never easy, is it?
Yeah.
But one thing I want to touch on before we move across to the next match is, how do you think Aubameyang started off this season? He hasn't started off too flashy, has he? Got subbed during the game.
No, he hasn't. But I think the first 2 games there was lacking service to him.
Yeah.
Look, you expect that you're versing arguably the champions and maybe a title contender in Chelsea. With Ozil there, Ozil wasn't playing this game.
No.
Not even on the bench.
No.
So
Torreira again started on the bench.
Yeah,
came on for Guendouzi.
But look, with Aubameyang, I think he'll come into he just needs that bit more service up front. Maybe, I don't know, does he change it to 2 up front with him and Lacazette? Because when he came on,
I like when Lacazette's on.
I think Aubameyang might have moved to the wing and Lacazette was played centrally, and it looked like they were linking up. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I mean, one thing I really want to see is I'd love to see them play a 2 up front, and I'd love to see him play Guendouzi with Torreira in the midfield together.
Yeah.
I think it's something that would be quite effective. They keep referring back to these Ramseys and these Xhakas, and I reckon give Guendouzi a run with Torreira.
I thought Ramsey played well in this game, but yeah, I think Xhaka he's got to sit out. I think if you put in who did you say in the midfield there?
Put Torreira with Guendouzi.
Yeah, that's right. Torreira with Guendouzi. I think that's
how magic would that be? I reckon that would be brilliant. Yeah. I mean, fresh. One's come off of a good World Cup. One's a youngster that's clearly flaring in Arsenal. I reckon the 2 of them together would be brilliant.
Yeah.
With Lacazette and Aubameyang up front, between them, I don't think anything.
It could cause problems for other teams.
That 4 block they play, the 2-2 block, would be, I think, brilliant. But again, still early days, still time to see.
Yeah. Then I think at the same time we also had Huddersfield Cardiff 0 draw.
Yeah, not much in that one really.
Also, the other game, Southampton 1, Leicester 2, getting another win. With no
Gray been pivotal for him.
Yeah, no Vardy.
But Gray was pivotal for him.
But the match that we had our eyes on was the Liverpool Brighton game.
Yeah. It was not easy for Liverpool.
No, it wasn't. And you know what? After that first game when they beat West Ham 4-0, yes, they did beat Crystal Palace 2-0, but that didn't look convincing to me.
No.
And this game against Brighton, I'm not convinced.
No.
Yes, they scored about 7 goals, 0 conceded. But still, I'm not really convinced. I think Naby Keita was nowhere to be seen, in my opinion, in this game compared to the first game where he absolutely killed it against West Ham. But look, man.
Look, if you bring up the stats for us, and you can get a proper breakdown of what happened in that game. Look, possession was dominantly majority with Liverpool. Yeah. We understand, but was it effective position? I don't think so.
No, really, I think
they had a lot more shots. 8 on target out of 22 though. When they only had 6 Brighton only had 6 with only 2 on target. So 22 shots to only get 8 on target tells you how effective they were with the ball. Passes 7 of 65. It wasn't progressing passes. It was a lot in the midfield, just a lot in the midfield staying on. But again, I think Salah was their standout player.
100%.
Look, again, Salah stepped up for him again. You know, PFA Player of the Year last year. He bags the goal for him again this season. Take us through. I mean, what you feel about Salah this game? Sorry.
Yeah, look, man, Salah. I think he's had one of his better games this season. Well, it's only been 3 games, but look, 6 shots, 2 on target. He also had 40 passes, 6 key passes, especially from a forward player. That sometimes that he does come in deep, and as you can see from the heat map as well, he does come in deep and does spread the ball around. So yeah, we got
I think 8 out of 10 is a fair rating.
Yeah.
And
plus getting that goal as well, back on the scoring sheet after missing out last week on the goal. But I think Firmino played a bit better.
A bit better. And I was gonna mention that because when I was doing my personal fantasy team, I was thinking about putting Firmino, and you kind of said to me, it's if you want to put him. He hasn't had the flashes of starts of the season yet. But look,
even though he didn't get his goal, I think he did assist Salah for that one.
He did.
He looked dangerous. He looked dangerous in the squad. But you got to give big credit to Brighton. I think Shane Duffy played. For me, I think he was the man of the match
from both teams.
If you combine both teams together,
I think so. He put in
three tackles, 5 interceptions, 11 clearances, 3 blocks, 4 out of 4 aerial.
That aerial duels point, that's brilliant, you know. And you saw it in the game. He's very dominant, very
especially
demanding.
when you got players like Mane. That's you've seen him. Yeah, he's not a tall player, but he gets high in the air and he wins headers. He gets there. So he did well there as well. He also, going forward, he had 1 shot on target from a defender, 72% passing accuracy, and 48 touches on the ball. And as you can see with his heat map as well, yeah, he spent a lot of time in the box, but look, I think he controlled that the game in the back, the defense line for
a back
Brighton,
player, and for a defensive player to contribute this much, not only defensively but going forward as well, is brilliant. We've
seen last week against United, he got himself a goal.
Yeah.
So coming forward, he looks dangerous too.
He does look and it's not common for a 3 and 4 to go forward a lot. Majority of the time you see a 2 and 5, your left and right backs per se go forward a lot. But to see a 3 and 4 go forward and then track back so well and then win every aerial pursuit is brilliant. 8.5 out of 10. I think he should have been man of the match, but clearly they didn't win, so you can't get it.
So you can't.
So I think Salah was fair enough to win it. I mean, but that's that. Again, Liverpool now top of the table, 3 from 3.
3 as well.
So it's a great start for Liverpool, and the Liverpool fans at Anfield, they're loving life at the moment. But then we moved across and we saw Watford host Crystal Palace.
Yeah, look,
which
Watford,
I think was a quite even game.
Yeah, it was end-to-end stuff.
It was end-to-end stuff.
Look, Pereira with the goal. He got 3 goals. I think he joins now Mane, Aguero, and Richarlison.
Top goal scorers
so far in the season with 3. Look, Watford, they look dangerous, and I think at the same as last season, they started off strong. But yeah, also look, Crystal Palace had their chances in the game as well.
Yeah.
They didn't get their goal to right at the end with Zaha. And I think he becomes now the top goal scorer for Crystal Palace. With
and again, he's been such a pivotal player. When he re-signed, when he agreed to stay at Crystal Palace, I think it was a big sign of relief for the fans.
Yeah, but I think he might be going after this season.
He's a talent, man.
I think he might be going. But we'll see what happens there. Look, Fulham. Next game was Fulham on the Monday night. Now they went up to
Burnley.
First win of the season, first win of the, coming back into the Premier League.
Against your favourite team?
Against my favourite team, Burnley. That's 3 losses from 3. Hopefully United can make it 4 next week. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But look, they started off strong. Mitrovic getting 2 goals, banging 2 goals in, continuing his goal scoring from last week.
Which we're burning because we're going to have in our fantasy team.
We spoke
about it. Put him in our fantasy team. Well, like Mitrovic, I don't know, maybe not. 2 goals, bags himself 2. But if you bring up the stats for the people, just bring up the stats real quick. Look, you can see, I mean, Fulham were dominated. In every aspect of the game, they dominated. They deserved to win. Possession-wise, shots on target, shots in general. Their overall passing game was brilliant. Going forward, they looked great. I think every player contributed to their 4-2 victory.
Yeah. Surrey with a cracking goal.
Should they have eaten
opening the game?
Correct, brilliant goal. But the 2 goals they ate could have been avoided easily.
Yeah.
A bit silly to concede 2 goals.
Even the first goal from Mitrovic, I think it's right next to the keeper. I think Joe Hart must be doing better.
He must.
It's right there, like
it's a shame. He's dropped off massively as a keeper.
Yeah.
He's dropped off massively. I think the whole. Look,
it happened with Man City, but that's what happens, man. Your confidence drops, and look, he could be getting relegated.
Schürrle bagged his first goal for the Premier League season.
I think he looked decent
as well. Which is good. It's a good sigh of relief for the Fulham fans. Getting a player on loan like himself is massive. Yeah, to not contribute yet is a bit of a concern. But now, he's bagging himself a goal. But yeah, I think all in all they deserve to win it. Seri with an absolute thumper. Mitrovic with a quality game. Schürrle bagged himself a goal. 4-2 Fulham.
Now, another team that's got 3 out of 3 wins is
Chelsea.
It's Chelsea. Now, I think Newcastle didn't make it easy for them. I think going into the first half, I think it was quite even. They were a bit Chelsea were a bit under pressure.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
Yeah, no, it didn't last long. But
look at those stats, guys. Have a look at that.
Yeah, look.
81.1% possession to 18.9. They had 914 passes to Newcastle's 200. That is dominating football. Yeah, all right. Maybe the score doesn't reflect it because going forward they weren't that.
No, they weren't as much this game. And look, it took him to the 90th minute for a Alonso deflected shot to win him the game.
Lucky. And before that was a penalty from Hazard.
Yeah.
So look, all that dominating, the 81.1% possession we look at on the screen,
and
your passes, your everything, and then to only get 2 goals and 1 to be a penalty and 1 to be a 90th minute deflection is.
You could say they're also a bit unlucky with the goal from Joselu. They could have, you could say there was a foul on David Luiz.
Yeah.
But then when the cross comes in, I think the keeper should do a lot better.
Yeah.
Near post, the header comes through. He's got to be saving that. It's your near post. It comes through the gap.
Yeah. Who are your stand-up players again this game from Chelsea? From Chelsea side.
I think Hazard. He was my standout player.
Yeah.
I think now the last 2 games he's come on as a sub, made an impact. This game, I think he just continued on with that.
Yeah.
Also, look, Alonso again. Yeah, he didn't get an assist, but I think he won the penalty again. So that's another penalty and you can tell these kind of plays, he loves getting into the box. He gets himself in them positions to assist or score, which is what you want for your wing backs. We go to this morning's game.
Look. As depressed as we are, they lost. As depressed as they are, I have to say something. It's very harsh what happened to us in the first half. Now, what I say by that is I think we were definitely the better team. Tottenham were under the pump. We were smashing him, under the pump. But then Lukaku could have easily put us ahead, missed an open goal.
We could have went in front in the first 10 seconds with Fred.
If
he just takes that shot across goal, could cause a bit of trouble there.
To go 0-0 half time was very harsh.
No, we should have been up at least 2-0 in the first half. Tottenham were nowhere to be seen.
But then in that 2 minutes they scored 2 goals.
Yeah, but that's
and that's football.
Look,
and
going with the first half. Yeah, I think last week you spoke about how Mourinho's tactics are gone, and I think you're completely wrong there because Mourinho's come into this game high pressed and countered their counter. So he's done what Pochettino does to teams to Tottenham, and they were shocked. They did not see any of the ball. First half they hardly touched the ball, and we've seen him now go with the attacking lineup. Let me try bring up their hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? What about the defensive effort, man? Defensively, they weren't there. Defensively, they're non-existent. You can get all your strategy, all your tactics right, but when you have a back line that's consistently stuffing up. Last week and the previous weeks, we saw Lindelof and Bailly stuff up. He changed to Smalling and Jones. Again, they were terrible. Shaw, again, standout player for United. Absolute standout player. I don't know. Look, the midfield and attack were great. First half especially, they were brilliant. They pressured, they attacked. But then to see the back line, cheaply give away possession and cheaply not mark their players and follow their markers and etc. It's sad, and it's hard for the midfield and attack. that work so hard to have their backline just fall apart so easily. And then you got someone like De Gea conceding 3 goals where it's not deserved. You know, for De Gea to cop 3 goals was not fair, I think, in my opinion. It goes through 10 players before it goes to him. We all know that, but it's just.
But yeah, look, going back on what I was saying
about the tactics, yeah.
If we look at the average positioning of the players, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Man United players in the Tottenham half. So you can't say that Mourinho has come out and gone defensive in this game.
He didn't.
You can't say that, yeah. So obviously he can adapt and he can change tactics to suit different types of games.
But no balance.
Also, well, in which way?
Because all right, he set numbers up front, but then we copped 3 goals.
Yeah, but
there's no balance. We can't hold it. We can't hold.
When we're going on the attack, that's not. I'm not saying there's 6 attackers, because even when here Matic, when we're forward, Matic steps up. There's 7 players in their half. I'm not saying they're all attacking. It's just 7 players in their half. When we seen how Ander Herrera was playing that right central defensive role. Look, yeah, he's not a defensive midfielder, or he's not even a defender.
No.
But he's played the role, and I think he did quite well.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he played great.
Defending, he did well. So that's why you see Herrera out here on the out wide when you got Valencia and Luke Shaw coming forward and attacking. So look, he didn't go. There was no defensive. Here. We didn't park the bus or anything. But the same things that happened last week, defensive mistakes. It's simple as that. So when people are saying Mourinho out, people got to really look at that the board are the ones to blame. He wanted defenders. He wanted to be Alderweireld. So our mate on the other side that played for Tottenham that should be in a red shirt, Alderweireld. How easy did he have it? Everything he done was perfect, simple. Shut down Lukaku. Brilliant. Shut down Lingard. So why is he in our squad? The board must be looking today and be like, we should have bought the players that he wanted.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
That's so the fingers can't be pointed at the manager for everything. Let's get that straight. Yeah, yes, I know he should be getting more out of the players. 100% should be getting more out of the players. But man, there's just so many things going on at the club. The owners do not care about.
We need a new owner.
But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Ed Woodward, he's the head guy now. He's the head.
I know he is, and it kills it because you know what?
That's exactly what we want. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, stay down.
Stay down.
Leave it. But you know what? In all seriousness, look, I agree with you 100%. The board aren't helping Mourinho's cause whatsoever. And you know what? I do feel for Mourinho. As much as I have said I want him to be gone in a way because we need a fresh something new to happen.
Look,
but look.
I know what you want, but I mean at the end of the day, they bring who? Okay, you said last week Zidane. Bring in Zidane. You got to understand Zidane. Who did he have at Real Madrid? Everyone. He had Sergio Ramos, a leader. We don't have a leader, so he's gonna come in. We're not gonna have a leader. Look at his Rafael Varane.
Yeah, but the thing is, he can bring in players and he can influence players to come in that will be leaders.
But bro, you don't understand. This is the thing. If you're not going to spend the money for Alderweireld, they were going to give him 100 million to spend on big players. They want marketing players.
Yeah, the boards.
If it's not going to sell you shirts, if it's not going to give you sponsors, they don't care.
That's rubbish.
Yeah? So if Zidane comes in, it's going to be the same shit. He's going to go. They're going to be like, oh yeah, I don't like Smalling, I don't like Jones. They're going to turn to him and go, deal with it. They're your players. So changing a manager right now is not going to fix anything. We still the new. If we sack Mourinho tomorrow morning, we're still gonna have Smalling. You're still gonna have Jones. You're still gonna.
Oh, that's because the transfer window is closed.
That's it. So what's so?
Oh, I'm not saying sack him now. No. I'm not saying it. Of course,
sack him now. By Christmas. You got the January transfer window. The board are not going to give you money to spend.
January transfer always double the price.
But it's not even that. They don't care. The owners, all they care about is top 4. It's we're in the situation that Arsenal were in the last couple of years. Make us the money, get us the revenue, sell us the shirts, make sure our pockets are filling up, and don't worry about what everyone else wants.
Look. Obviously, the debate about Mourinho going or not is always going to be there. But look, on a positive note, I'm going to talk back to today's match. Yeah, to the match that we watched today against Tottenham. Look, it took 40 minutes for Tottenham to have their first attempt on goals. 40 minutes to have the first attempt. Herrera, I believe the commentator named him the fire extinguisher. He was putting out fires everywhere. He was coming in and challenging. I think there was a moment in the second half, Valencia let his player go, didn't mark him. And Herrera managed to come back and block the shot. It was brilliant. He worked his ass off for that. And mind you, he was in a defensive position playing as a 3 and 4, as a right centre-back, like you said, to cover that thing. Mourinho was buzzing on the bench. The ball, and I remember they made a bit of a joke about it. The commentator, Mourinho looks like a great ball boy today. Yeah. Every time the ball go, get it, throw it back in, let's go, keep the ball rolling. You know, he was buzzing, he was loving it. It's just so much pressure's put on him, and I get it. It's a big job. It's a massive role being manager of United, especially after Ferguson. We speak about it all the time. But look, one thing I'm gonna agree with you here from last week's discussion is today's loss to me comes down to the players 100%. This time it comes down to the players. Because you got players making mistakes on the field. You got Lukaku missing open goals. You got Fred missing open goals. You got players that should be finishing.
Feels like he doesn't want to be there.
Pogba doesn't want to be there. Like, all right, if you don't want to be there,
just go.
I rate the player. Go.
If you don't want to be at
Don't wear the United jersey. Don't have opportunity to wear the captain bear when Valencia's not there. If you're gonna give us half-assed effort, you go. Players are there and they don't want to be there. Then go. Mourinho's doing all he can at the moment. I get that. Today, especially today's game, Mourinho was there for the team. The passion when we had things going wrong, we got the 2 goals. He kicked those bottles. He was frustrated. I can see it.
Look, you even saw with Lindelof, he comes on for Jones.
And then straight away back past today, I almost got the goal.
And Dele Alli that could have been another goal. Could have copped another goal. Yeah, Dele Alli.
See what I mean?
Lucky De Gea saves.
Lucky, but you know what? Today again, I'm gonna have to say,
it's frustrating.
It comes down to the players. It comes down to the players. So players must be accountable for what's going on in the field. You know what I mean? Like I get it. And last week I mentioned, it's the manager to be blamed, tactics-wise when things go wrong. Like you mentioned, he did try and attack in formation. He countered them, but players are buckling in the field, missing open goals, back passes. It comes down to the players. And you saw the frustration in the post-match interview.
Yeah, look, of course, the media was always going to smash Mourinho when they can.
And like you said to me earlier, you were telling me like any option. If he does good, why are they not doing better? If he's doing bad, what's going on? And you know what? I don't blame him for walking off with the whole 3. You know, just calm down, shut your mouth, kind of thing. You know, just show a bit of respect. You know, but look, it's frustrating for United fans. Look, every United fan that's watching, you know how frustrating it is at the moment. For all you non-United fans,
Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching our episode. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. Make sure you comment as well. Yeah, what do you guys think about Mourinho's press conference? Does he need to go? Who's going to come in if he does? And we'll catch you guys soon.